Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I'm going to show you how to make the actual invitation that I'm using for my kid's birthday party this year. So here we've got a little slider and it says it's a party over here, and then when you pull it out you get the details. There, so very easy to make. I used a card template from Green Sneakers, the kreate-a-lope people. So of course I'll be able to use a kreate-a-lope to make my card and my card's envelope too. So it's going to be really fun. I get to use some really cute papers, and it's a very simple, easy to mass produce invitation. So let's go to the table and I'll show you exactly how to make it. The reason I'm doing a video is because I found it a little confusing when I first set out to make this card. There's a few slider cards available in the template kit that I purchased at a stamp show a few months ago, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to follow these directions. So what you're going to start off with is a piece of cardstock. This is 8.5 inch by 11, and the template here. And your first step is just to trace around the template. And what I'm going to do here is going to trace straight down. Don't trace that line. You don't need that yet. And you're going to mark these little index lines there. Going to do it on the other side. And you're also going to want to trace this little thumb notch. And with this template you can either make a tapered slide or a straight slide. I really love the look of the tapered slide, but I couldn't fit the image that I wanted to stamp, so I'm doing the straight slide. So there, peek under there, everything is transferred, so now all I have to do is trim it out. I'm just going to use an X-Acto knife. If you're mass producing these, making a lot, I would cut down the base pieces to begin with and just do them all at once. That'll save you a little time. So if you're doing Christmas cards, you might want to cut everything right down to this rectangle to begin. While I'm at it, I'm also going to cut my lines here. These are the slider lines. There are instructions with the templates, but I just think it's easier to follow a video. Personally anyways, it felt very mathy when I was doing it first, but once you do it once, that makes sense. You get the hang of it. Now, I don't want to go over to my score pal, so to score this, what I'm going to do, this is the inside of my card, by the way. I'm making all my marks and cuts on the inside. I'm actually using the back side of my knife blade, and I'm just going to drag it across there. I don't want to cut it, I just want to kind of scribe the paper a bit. And that'll make it fold really easily. Now my girls, I'm going to get this all kind of started, and my girls will get to do all the stamping and coloring and everything. So I'm just kind of making the base, going to make all the base parts done so they can get all the base parts done so then they can go ahead and make the cards. And then you just fold that around. But actually I find it's a little easier to flip it over and do your stamping first. Oh, and to do the thumb notch, I'm actually going to use a circle punch, and just going to kind of put that in there halfway. I can see through the window because I'm punching upside down. I'll punch that off. And alright, so this is the outside of my card, and I'm going to stamp my little elephant on there, and I can also do any sort of background stamping I want to do. I'm using the Stampin' Up! Basic Black ink because I'm going to use watercolor markers to color this, and I personally, the only stamper on the planet, but I actually like the Stampin' Up! Basic Black for watercoloring because it's not really that black of an ink. And I'm going to try to keep that in my little slider area so it'll be hidden, the elephant will be hidden until somebody slides open the card. And then I'm also going to stamp the little banner on the trunks. Just color it with a marker. If you want to put more than one color on a stamp, you can just color it in with a marker, and then you can get some multicolored stamping. I know this isn't really a stamping video, it's more of a card construction video, but you know, it's nice to see how an entire card goes together. Take your time on this, and then after I do it with a marker, I breathe on it, so then it'll re-moisten the ink and make sure it'll be ready to go. And actually I'm not going to do all the background stamping right now because I think it's very easy to figure out how to do that. And for coloring, I'm just going to use watercolor markers, but you can do that on your own. You don't really need to see how that works, I don't think. So then I'm going to fold up my other tab here on my score line. You get a pretty crisp fold. I don't think I even need to go over it with the bold folder. I think my fingers will be fine. And now I'm going to cut the slider part, and I've got this kind of fun owl paper. So you grab your template again, And let's see, I want to make sure this is going to be the right way around. Just give me a moment here. Alright, so I need to line it up like this, with the corner of my paper there. And I'm simply going to trace around with my pencil. Obviously I'm using it on the front side. I want to make sure my owls are going to go in there the right way. Don't want to have sideways owls on my card. You are going to trace this slit this time. And then again, use your knife to cut this down. And you can actually get, I can get like 2 pieces out of this 8.5 inch by 8.5 inch paper. So try to plan your cards so that you can get the best use of your materials, because if you're mass producing cards, you want to make sure that you're not going to run out of supplies, and you also want to make sure that your cutoff pieces, if possible, can be used for other projects. So just keep that in mind as you're creating. Make sure you don't cut this slit all the way through. It's just going to go about 4/5 of the way through. Now this is kind of where it gets tricky. You're thinking, how is this going to work? This is kind of strange. So you open up your card. This is actually double-sided paper, so if I did mess up, I could have flipped it over and used the other side. You're going to put the skinnier side in. Is that right? No, that's not right. You're still going to put the skinnier side in, but I've got it turned the wrong way around here. There we go. My goodness. On video, no less. I've only made one of these, so I gotta bear with me a bit. There we go. So that's how it looks from the back. Here's how it looks from the front. And then we just need to put some adhesive here so that we can seal it all up. And I'm using my trusty hot glue gun. Now actually, I have to admit, I don't use the stamps for invitations like I showed you on that first card, because I think filling out information on invitations is for suckers. Now that we're in the computer age, I will actually just print out all the information and then adhere that to the inside of my slider. Look at that. See, it didn't take very long. So you'll put a little ribbon there, pull it out, there's your image. I will have the party information here that I will computer generate it, because that'll save me a lot of time. And then just, you know, stamp some fun stuff on the background, and you'll have a very cute card that didn't take you very long to make. So again, that was by Green Sneakers, the envelope templates. You can also, these were actually the card templates. You can also use the kreate-a-lope. Actually, why don't I grab my kreate-a-lope and I'll show you how to make a card for this, because that's super fun too. Hang on one second. Okay, the crafty ninja strikes again. I've got paper and my kreate-a-lope, and so it's very simple. What you want to do, actually I'm going to work on the back side of this paper, because it's kind of vivid and burn your retinas off looking at it, it's so bright. So this is the business card size kreate-a-lope, and I received this from Green Sneakers a couple weeks ago, and I just think it's awesome. So I'm just ripping my paper. This is K & Company paper. This is from those 180 sheet or 250 sheet humongous packs they have at the craft store. And I got it when it was on sale, like half off. And it's just such fabulous paper, especially for envelopes, because it tears really easy against these envelopes. And you get like 3 sheets of everything. So it's very good for you to use for this. But I'm actually going to fold this so that I have the pattern on the inside, and that way I can actually write an address on the outside and mail it and not have to use labels. And you get a cute, fun design. When somebody opens up the card, they'll get to see that cute, fun design. So this is how easy it is to make your envelopes. And if you are making a mass amount for a birthday party or for Christmas or whatnot, you'll want to have that, that be as easy as possible. Got my glue gun here, so I'm just going to use a little hot glue on the edges. I'll put a link below this to the Green Sneakers website, where you can find out all about these templates, and you can order some, or you know, see what else they have to offer. So there we have the envelope. Ooh, color, isn't that fun? And there's our card. Whoop, happy birthday! What a fun surprise! Look at that, imagine that. You open up the mailbox and wow, it's a card! I just ripped the ribbon off, but still you get the gist. Into the envelope with that. Close it up. Glue it down, send it off, good to go. That's all I have for you today. Just wanted to share that really fun, easy card. Look at that, we made it in less than 10 minutes, including the envelope. Can you beat that? I do not think so. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.
I can beat that.